You know the Plains of Abraham? That massive park in Quebec where Canada basically had its biggest glow-up? Well, surprise! Abraham wasn't a general or a king. He was just a guy with a boat and way too many kids. Welcome back to Canadian Chronicles. Today we're talking about the ultimate I was here first legend, Abraham Martin. Abraham Martin, aka L'Écossais, which literally means the Scot. But plot twist, he was 100% French. Nobody actually knows why they called him that. Maybe he had a thing for haggis? Or just really liked plaid? The mystery is real. Born in Dieppe, France, around 1589, Abraham looked at the Atlantic and said, "Yeah, I can cross that." He arrived in New France around 1620, back when Quebec was basically just 3 huts and a lot of mud. He wasn't just a pioneer, he was a river pilot and a fisherman. The St. Lawrence River was his highway. Basically, he was the 17th century version of an Uber driver, but for massive wooden ships. 5-star rating for not hitting icebergs. And he and his wife Marguerite Langlois weren't just building a colony, they were building an army. They had 9 kids. Imagine the laundry. No washing machines, just a cold river and 9 energetic children. That's a workout and a half. Now, here's the cool part. Abraham was gifted 32 acres of land on a massive hill in Quebec City. 32 acres. In today's market, that's like owning half of downtown Toronto. He was basically the monopoly man of the 1600s. People just started calling it Abraham's Heights because that's where he kept his cows. Seriously, cows. The Plains of Abraham isn't named after some holy site. It's named after a guy's cow pasture. History is weird. Fast forward to 1759. Abraham had been dead for a while, but his land was about to get very noisy. The British and French decided to have a massive showdown right in his former backyard. Total property value drop. Wolfe and Montcalm are duking it out for the future of the continent, and they chose the spot where Abraham used to fish. It lasted less than an hour, but it changed everything, and poor Abraham just wanted to park his boat in peace. Abraham died in 1664, way before the fighting started. He never knew his name would be on every Canadian history textbook ever. Today, the Plains of Abraham is a massive park. It's where people go for concerts, picnics, and to pretend they're athletic. If Abraham saw a Taylor Swift concert happening on his cow field, his 17th century brain would literally melt. There's also a street named after him and a monument. He's basically the celebrity mascot of Quebec City. So the lesson here? Buy some land, get some cows, and maybe your name will live forever too. Or just be a nice guy. Shout out to Abraham Martin for the park, the legends, and for being the most famous Scot who was actually French. That's the tea on the OG of Quebec. Hit that like button and subscribe to Canadian Chronicles for more wild history. Peace.